Class is in session. The Brofessor is in. Welcome to class, y'all. Today, we are going to be using this Typhoon, aka Tugboat, aka Fat Popeye. And we're going to use him to defeat not only Randy Orton, but the rest of his tour, including the Andre in the Hell mode. So here is how I ran him. Here's how I was able to win. Now, this is my Rainmaker belt that I switch onto whoever I'm using. This is a plate that I wasn't willing to spend the currency on to get rid of this early in the new MLC. It does help if we break any purples because green moves are what we're going to use, but more often it's not that important. What we do have is take down twos, and that's going to be one of the things that's going to help us a bunch, including a 160% yellow move damage medal. I went move damage in order to maximize the finisher, and then you can see I got another 80% here, so we're getting 240% more of the move damage. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add some more Protect gems with Booker T, the Harlem Heat version. We're going to less damage from color gems. Hopefully the Protect gems will help us win the match. And here's where you can either try to buff the finisher or you can try to go gem defense. Either one, it's entirely up to you how you want to do it. You're going to go yellow and green if you're going to try to take the gem defense down. So what we wanted to do is buff this finisher as high as we can so that way this damage right here gets super high and that these gems, as well as what comes out of the submission, so since you're going to use the submission before you use his final finisher, but this move right here, the Falling Power Slam, is going to decrease the gem damage, and so what you could do is use a bunch of props, get it to go off twice, so that way it decreases 86%, at least at 5-star bronze, because it can be done at 5-star bronze. So that is the options that we're going to run with this Typhoon Tugboat Fat Popeye. You might need some props for this. Depends on your luck, and it depends on how the board goes. You're going to want to bring green down. You can bring yellow and green up. And after this build, I will show you what my friend Sweden Boss was able to do with the heal gems, and you can try that moveset as well. So let's check this out and see if we can actually win. So the issue is you're going to need a green match on turn 1, and so I've had to play this several times in order to get that green match on turn 1. We need our sub to go off to drain him down to give us a chance at extra turns. And that time we got a nice little cascade. Because as you can see, his move is ready to go off this. And his Juggernaut gems are going to do some serious damage to us. It's going to fill the board with Protect gems, and we don't want any of that. So our hope is that as many of these Protect gems stay on the board as possible, which is excellent. And now we have a chance. We're going to take the yellow match. He's going to take the green match. All right, our hope is that this will actually work. Now, I'm not confident that this is going to keep him down. So, although I've already beaten this match, my recommendation here would be to hit a couple show of hearts. You'd have to hit 3, fill this up again, and hit it. So that way you're going to take away 86% damage for 5 turns. Add that on top of whatever gem defense you have. It should be enough to keep him down, fingers crossed. But again, that depends on cascades. So what we're going to do is put down these 8, and we're going to hope that that's enough to keep him down. And if it's not, we know the reason. 3, there you go. So we didn't actually need to use any of the props, but as you can see, that's one way to victory. Huzzah, y'all. And I'll go show you now Sweden Boss's setup so that way you can determine whether that's what you want to do or not. So my bro Sweden Boss showed me a different way to do this, and I will link to his video in the description so you can go and watch that one and see how he was able to do that. But essentially what you're going to do is, instead of doing the sub, what you're going to do is bring as many heal gems as possible, right? So we want to create as many heal gems. 4, 3, 2, 1, bro. We're going to create as many heal gems as possible. Another thing that you can do here, so if you don't have all of these trainers, you can bring in negative MP trainers. So you're going to go negative green, which is the mutant Cesaro. Or you can bring in more gem defense, more of the heal, not heal, more of these protect gems, so you can choose more on the finisher. Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to try to load up on, so now you can see we're going to make 15. We're going to put these everywhere where the computer is going to break the gems, meaning on yellow and green gems specifically, and they act as botch gems. They actually don't take any damage, or you won't take any damage. So this is a way for you to make sure. But again, if it cascades, then you're going to be in trouble, and you're going to need some props in order to do this and to make it work. So what I would suggest is check out the video, see if you have the props available to create the matches that you need. But this is also a viable one that will work. So check out the video if this is what you would rather use, or if you don't have some of the trainers that you might need. So I want to thank y'all for checking out and being in class today. If this video helps you in any way, give it a like, give it a subscribe. That helps me out. It pushes me into better algorithms so that I can reach more people and help them out with Champions Game content. And if you haven't checked it out yet, hit the link in the description to my link tree and check me out on Twitch Mondays, Wednesdays, Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Thanks for coming to class. Class is over. Brofessor out.